Hi, doctors. Welcome to the webinar. We will be starting shortly. Hi, doctors. So welcome to today's webinar. And like we had a discussion on Central University's processes in the yesterday's webinar, which was the part one for the same. So today also we'll be having the discussion about the same. Yesterday it included Delhi University's processes, and today we'll be including few other universities that fall under the Central University process. So as you can see that, today we'll be talking also about Aligarh Muslim University and Banaras Hindu University. So speaking of the quota, when we talk about the All India counseling process, so for Aligarh Muslim University and Banaras Hindu University, both of them have a 50% All India quota, and the other 50%, the remaining 50% is basically internal seats. So for AMU, the 50% seats are for JNMC and ZADC, and for BHU, it is IMS and IDS. Also, quickly to brief you again about the counseling process, maybe some of you might have missed on yesterday's webinar. So when we talk about the All India counseling for these universities, so the process is taken place online only, and it is conducted by NCC. There are 4 rounds of the same. In the very first round, you have to register yourselves, and there is a registration amount as well as the security deposit that you'll have to pay. You will also be filling up the fresh choices in the very first round, post which your seats would be allotted to you, and depending on your choice of joining or probably maybe taking a free exit, or maybe or taking an upgradation in the first round, accordingly you will be moving ahead either with the second round, or you would be probably joining and closing your admissions. Likewise, if in case you've not been allotted a seat in the first round or any subsequent round, you are automatically eligible to participate in the subsequent rounds. So for example, in the first round itself, if you've not been allotted a seat, so you are eligible to participate in the second round, and you can go ahead with the fresh choice filling, and if then you have been allotted a seat, that's your choice. If you want to join in, you can join in, but in case you would want to exit, so your security amount will be forfeited. So it's important for all of you to remember that a free exit is just available in the very first round, and also an upgradation. It is also available in the first round only. in the other rounds, in the second round, third round, and the fourth round, there is no upgradation available, and also there is no free exit available. If you exit the seat that has been allotted to you, so you simply, it leads to the forfeiture of your security amount. So you again have to re-register yourselves and pay the security amount, and the process goes on. So talking about the reservation policy, which is an important factor that you should consider and you should be aware of. So like I just mentioned, that 50% of the seats are contributed by the AMU and BHU to all India quota, which means that any individual, any person from any state is eligible to participate in this 50% seats which are being contributed for the All India Counselling by Aligarh Muslim University and Banaras Hindu University both. The remaining 50% seats are for those candidates who have completed their MBBS from Banaras Hindu University or Aligarh Muslim University, and you're eligible for internal seats of the same. Now, as you can see that there are certain reservation policies as per the central government. So again, for SC it's 15%, for ST it's 7.5%. For OBC, as per the central OBC list, it's 27%. For those who fall under the category of EWS, it's 10%. And for individuals with disabilities, so PWD category, it is 5%. Also talking about the reservation policy of 50% internal seats of AMU, there is no reservation available. So those of you who are wanting to opt for AMU, and if you fall under these categories, so probably you will not be considered in it, because there is no reservation in the 50% of internal seats at AMU. So you will be not considered if you are falling under these categories. You will be considered as, a general category candidate or unreserved category candidate. Also talking about the eligibility for the internal quota. So for you to opt for the internal quota, it is very important for you to know that only if you have completed your MBBS from Aligarh Muslim University or Banaras Hindu University, you will be eligible to participate in the internal quota counseling. And also it is important for you to have completed your 1 year of rotatory internship. Now, the internship part is common for internal quota and as well as all India quota. In both of them, it is mandatory for you to have completed your 1 year of internship. But the difference is just one, which is for internal quota, you have to, be a part of the institute during your MBBS. For all India quota, any candidate who has done their MBBS from a recognized institute or university, so you are eligible to participate in the All India quota counseling for these particular institutes. Please do not get confused with the 50% internal quota seats and 50% all India quota seats. So like I mentioned, that internal quota is for those who have done their MBBS from these respective institutes, and all India quota is for rest of the candidates. Also, we have few closing ranks for you for all India quota for Aligarh Muslim University's affiliated institute. So as you can see, in Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, for the course of MD General Medicine under the All India quota for general category, the closing rank was 955 and it went up till the second round. Accordingly, you can see for MS General Surgery also, you can see for MD Biochemistry as well, that for MD Biochemistry it went up till the mop-up round, and the closing rank is also mentioned. You can quickly have a look at the same. Also, for the AMU internal quota for those who had, done their MBBS from this particular institute. So for them, for MD radio diagnosis, the closing rank was 2203 and it went up till the second round. And likewise for MD pathology, it was 89954 and it again went up till the second round. So two divisions have been provided here. One was the closing rank for those who participated under the All India quota category. And the second one, which is currently presented on the screen, it is for those who fall under the internal quota category of AMU. So I would also like to talk about the admission chances that you might have. So, we at Careers 360 have this very helpful tool for the doctors wherein you can check your admission chances. I will quickly show you how you can do the same and, have an idea as to how to go about your um admissions and how you can, identify the same. So just give me a moment. I'll share the screen again and show you. So you can reach this page by clicking on the link that is there on the screen, and we will also attach the same in the chat box or the description box so that it is easier for you to access it. And once you click on the link, you will be redirected to this particular page. Also, one very important factor to consider is that because there are two kinds of counseling. So one is the All India counseling and the other one is the state counseling. So for you, it is important that you choose the counseling where you want to go ahead, whether you want to go with the state counseling or you want to go with the All India counseling. So currently, because we're discussing about central universities and All India counseling, so I will be using on the same. Simply you have to just click on use now. So once you click on that, you will again be redirected to a page. So you have to fill your rank. So for example, if I fill this rank and if I have to select a type, so basically I will be selecting for Central University's internal quota, for example. So quota, I will apply here, Aligarh Muslim University, caste group is general. All you have to do is click on predict my colleges. So once you click on the same, you will again be redirected to this particular page and the chances will be shown. So if I talk about Aligarh Muslim University currently with the rank that I have put, this is my chance. As you can see, also you have an option of filtering the branches as well. So simply what you can do is you can filter out your branches and you can choose the branch that you want to know about and simply then click on apply. You can look at the admission chances, the ownership, the fee, state and city, because we are particularly talking about the internal quota. So it will come out to be Uttar Pradesh and Aligarh itself. Also, you can simply get to know about the fee structure also. So if I look at the MD general medicine, so the fee structure would be around 45,000 and the number of seats are also available, which is 21. Likewise for obs and gyne, it is again 45,000, but the number of seats is 17. Also, if you want, you can click on view cutoffs to see that what was the cutoff earlier also. So with the first round and the second round for MD General Medicine, you can look at right now. And if you click on MD General Medicine, the drop down on the right side, so you will get a list of the specialization. So you can choose any specialization and you can get to know about. So if I choose obs and gyne, so I can also get to know about the opening and the closing rank which was there for obs and gyne during the previous year. Accordingly, you can choose for any other branch. So for example, if I choose for psychiatry, I will also get to know about the same. So it is entirely, your choice which branch you want to go ahead with and what do you want to see. So it's a very easy tool to use and also a very helpful tool to, may get you an idea that as per your rank, which were the institutes where the admissions were taking place in the previous year. So you have an idea that what are your chances to likely get into the same. Also, if you look at here, you have an option of download your ebook. So you can click here and also download the ebooks that are available. So now getting back to the other part. Also, another thing that we would try to resolve the queries as much as we can, but also we would request the doctors to kindly fill up the Google form also, so that in case if you wish to clarify more, have a better clarity on the things, so we can get in touch with you and help you out in clearing your doubts. So moving ahead and talking about the Central Institute of Psychiatry, which is based in Ranchi. So here the institute is contributing their 100% seats for NEET PG counseling. Here there is no internal or state quota seats. So any individual who wishes to apply in this institute can apply because there is no internal quota or state quota. The only ranks that are accepted at CIP Ranchi are your NEET PG All India ranks. Also, for Lokpriya Gopinath Hospital, here the institute is again contributing their 100% seats for NEET PG counseling. Here also there is no internal quota or state quota. So simply, if you wish to participate in these two institutes, you needn't worry about the state quota or having the state quota or having any internal quota, because they accept the all India ranks that you have, because they have the all India counseling that is taking place, all India quota counseling. So 100% of the seats of these institutes are for the same. Also, talking about another university that falls under the Central Institute category is your IP University. And talking about the IP University, it does have certain affiliations with the institutes that fall under the IP University affiliation. So you have Vardhaman Mahavir and Medical College, Mahavir Medical College, and Safdarjung Hospital, AB Wings, and RML, ESIC, Basedarpur. So these institutes fall under IP University. So for them also, they have 50% of the All India quota seats and 50% internal seats. So if you have done your MBBS from any of these institutes, because they're affiliated to IP University, so you will be falling under the internal quota category for the same. And also for the other 50%, which is contributed to the All India quota counseling, so the individuals who wish to join these institutes can participate in the All India quota counseling for the same. Now, also looking at the ranks, the closing ranks for the IP University internal quota. So for VMMC and Safdarjung Hospital, you can see for MD radio diagnosis that it for the very first round itself, it was 680. For RML, for radio diagnosis only, it was 1717 in the very first round itself. Accordingly, for microbiology also, you can see that it went up till the mop-up round, and the closing rank was 1,36,902 at VMMC. So you can have a look, and probably you would get an idea as to if your rank is somewhere close to the ranks which are mentioned here right now, and if you fall under the IP internal quota, then what would be your chances to get through the institute. Also, because the counseling will be starting, so there would be certain questions that you would have in mind, and these are few FAQs which we have had from quite some time from the doctors. So particularly if we look at the very first question, it says that when will the online counseling process for this year start? So this is one question that has been flooding a lot. So, as per the news which was available earlier, so the counseling will be starting somewhere in the month of July, but still we will wait for an official announcement. But as per the information and as per the news shared earlier, it is mentioned that it will be starting in the month of July. Also, a lot of you have this confusion that when we hear the term counseling, so the very first thing that comes to our mind is that we would have to visit that place, or we would have to visit the institute. So for this particular kind of counseling, the MCC is the conducting body, and they conduct the counseling online only. So all you have to do is visit the official site of the same and go ahead with the counseling process. Register yourself, get the security amount deposited, fill up your choices, and accordingly the things will happen. Then talking about the documents that you would require. Now, this is one of the most important things that you should be aware of. And we have also been talking about the same in our webinars, that you have to carry your original documents. So this is very, very important. No photocopy documents or soft copies or otherwise will be accepted at the institute during the time of verification or admission. So it is very, very important for you to carry your original documents. So basically your NEET PG admit card, your score card or rank card, your MBBS mark sheets for the years that you have given the examinations, your degree certificate. So these are few important documents that you have to carry, and also the ID proof. Now, it's better to carry as many ID proofs as you can. So it includes your voter ID card, your Aadhaar card, your passport, driving license. So you should try to carry at least one, but do carry as many as you can. If you have all of them, carry all of them, but at least one is important for you to carry. And for the proof of birth, so you can carry your higher secondary certificate, which will prove your uh, date of birth, and your birth certificate. It would work as a proof for the same. And also, because you will be interning, and you might be interning at the current time, so do not forget to collect your internship certificate, because it is an important document to be presented at the time of admission. So these are few documents which are very important for you to have with you while you are going for the admission process. Then talking about the various fees that you have to pay at the time of registration. So all you have to pay is your registration fee uh, only, and the security deposit amount. So security deposit amount is 25,000 for general category or unreserved candidates. But for those belonging to the categories SC, ST, so for you, it will be 10,000. Accordingly, the registration fees for those who belong to a certain category is 500. And for those falling under the general category, it will be 1,000 rupees. Then another very important question that, would choice filling be necessary? Do I really have to fill up the choices, or how is it going to happen? So yes, fresh choice filling is very important. So in the very first round, as you fill up your choices, those are considered. But if, like I mentioned, if you're not allotted a seat in the very first round, you are eligible to participate in the second round. But for that, again, you have to register, you have to fill up the fresh choices. Unless you do not fill up the choices, the allotment will not happen. So it is important for you to fill up the choices, and the seats are allotted as per the availability and your rank. So your rank plays a role over here. What your rank is, the seats will be allotted accordingly. Also, talking about the security deposit, that when will it be forfeited and when will it be refunded. So it's very simple, that like I mentioned in the beginning of the webinar, that when you are participating in the counseling rounds, the very first round has the option of free exit, and it is the only round where the free exit option is available. Accordingly, if you wish to exit the seat in the second round and the subsequent rounds, your security amount will be forfeited. So, for example, in the second round, you've been allotted a seat, but you wish to not take up that seat and go ahead in the mop up round. So, your security amount, your security deposit will be forfeited. So you will have to re-register yourselves. You will have to repay that registration amount as well as your security deposit amount to participate in the further rounds. So these are a few questions that have been asked frequently. Also, if you have any questions, kindly let us know. Please fill up the Google form so that we can get in touch with you to clarify your doubts. And also you can post the questions if you have any in the chat box. Also, I request you all to kindly fill up the Google form so that if you have any queries, we can get back to you accordingly. You can please post questions if you have any in the chat box. And also, because the counseling is about to start, so just be prepared and be motivated to fill up your choices. Have a very specific idea as to what choices would you want to fill in, because choosing a specialization is very very important, and it is the most crucial parts as well. Do check the details of the institute that you are planning to go ahead with, the number of beds, the stipend, the bond details, what is the OPD or OPD inflow, how much of an exposure is expected. I mean, what kind of exposure would be given to you when you would be there practicing, and also if it is important and required in your particular specialization, so the kind of machinery and the tools that are available for the same. So these things are to be kept in mind when you are choosing an institute. And also, again, I'm talking about the specialization because it is about the rest of your lives. So just because a specialization is very much into demand doesn't mean you have to choose the same. What interests you and what is in your capability, choose the branch and choose the specialization accordingly. And obviously considering your rank also, going ahead with the branches which are more in line with the rank that you have. So, doctors, if you have any questions, you can kindly post it, or you can also fill up the Google form so that we can get back to you with the same. Okay, so we do have a question. Okay. So, Nick, yes, you do have chances, but and it could be in Nizam's Institute of Medical Sciences in Hyderabad, and a few other All India quota institutes also. You do have chances at an institute in Ahmedabad, which is BJ College, and for you to know more about your chances, you can definitely use the college predictor. So you have a list right in front of you um uh, for the specialization that you're wanting to know and you're wanting to go ahead with. The college predictor is the one that I showed while the webinar was going on. We will be attaching the link of the same in the chat box or the description so that it is easy for you to access the same. To get the complete list, you can use the college predictor. If you have any more questions, you can post it. Okay, so we have another question from Dr. Naidu, that if you have a seat in round one, then can you participate in round two also? So, like I mentioned, if you've got a seat in round one, if you join the institute and if you close your admission, then you cannot go ahead with the further rounds. But if you take a free exit, which means that you do not join the institute, you do not take up the seat, then you are eligible to participate in the further round. Also, if you want to go ahead with upgradation, you can go ahead with the same. But if you once you join the institute, you take up the seat, you're not eligible to participate in the further rounds. For you to participate in the further rounds, you can opt for free exit. So we have another question. So if you have got an upgraded seat during the second round, from the first round, so could you join the college directly? So no, you cannot join the college directly. You will have to take the relieving letter from the institute that you've already joined earlier. So once you get that relieving letter from the institute that you joined in the first round, this is generated online, and you'll have to present the same at the institute where you have got the admission, where you have been upgraded. So another question that we have is that what do you mean by upgrading? So upgrading is simple, that and upgradation is only available in the very first round. So it simply means that you have been allotted a course of your choice, a specialization of your choice, but the institute, you feel that you would want a better institute, or maybe you would want an institute in a different state or in a different place, so you can opt for upgradation of the institution. So which simply means that you get an upgraded institute, you join the institute that you have been allotted a seat in currently, and you can opt for upgradation so that you get the institute of your own choice. So doctors, if the doubts are clear, so I would also request you all to again fill up the Google form, and we do have a series of webinars lined up. So we would be discussing about different topics. So also we would be sharing the a link for the webinars accordingly, and you can join and clarify your doubts whatever you have during the webinars itself. And if not during the webinars, we do have our Google form available always. You can fill up the same and we can get back to you and clear your doubts. I hope that the webinar was helpful for everyone. Thank you.